Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining me here on the channel. I greatly appreciate you taking the time out to listen to my little weather videos. As you can hear, my voice is a little rough. Even the old wizard can't fight off a cold sometimes, but that's the way it goes. So I wanted to drop by and share a few things with you, and just to thank you for making my last video a huge success. There were so many of you that watched it, and I appreciate every one of you that gave it that thumbs up and everyone that watched it. Love you guys so much and appreciate you. Okay, so let's have a look here and see what's going on. What is that? Look at that. A few festive flakes? Could it possibly be? And if you remember in my last video, I talked about how it looked like the models were kind of all over the place, and they weren't at all in agreement. Well, they're really not all in agreement yet, but it is looking a little more like we will see at least some festive flakes flying late next week, maybe into next weekend. But it's still a little far out. We're talking 8-9 days out. But I wanted to share what the models are showing and kind of go into that just a little bit. But yeah, there could be a few flakes flying through the air. We're going to go from some decent temperatures over the next over the next 3 or 4 days, down to a little bit cooler than normal, to say the least. So let me get into the weather here real quick. All right, for the next 3 days, for Friday, clouds are going to hang around. You're going to have some scattered showers, drizzle, a little sprinkle here and there all day. I mean, well, not all day, but these clouds are going to hang tough all day. And you're going to have those sprinkles and drizzles. It's just the way it is. It's not horrible. It's not the whole day. It's just, here and there. You will have a light northerly wind blowing, and that's going to make your high around 55 tomorrow. So you're not even going to see hardly any sun, if any at all. Low tomorrow night in the 40s, 43 degrees, pretty good possibility. Cloudy skies and patchy excuse me. Cloudy skies and patchy fog is possible. For your Saturday, mostly sunny. Excuse me. High near 60. Saturday night, clear skies, warm, low around 38. I expect to see some patchy frost Saturday night. For Sunday, a beautiful sunny day, high near 63, and some clouds to hang around here and there. Sunday night, a few clouds hanging around 45 degrees. Next week, it's going to feature some 60-degree highs, and then some days with maybe 30-degree highs, and even some festive flakes flying around. That is a very good possibility. Okay, so that's your 3-day quick cast. Let me get into the models here real quick. Sorry about that, folks. All right, so this is the GFS model. So this is the GFS model. Let me explain a little bit what these lines mean. These are called isobars, and they are lines of equal pressure. The red lines are temperatures above freezing. So as you can see, on this particular day, which is Friday the 15th, that's tomorrow, everybody almost in the 75% of the nation is above freezing. And then your cold temperatures are up here in Canada. Now watch as I forward this through time. And right over here is the date. This is 11/15. And just kind of watch. Here is the 16th. This is Saturday. Here's Sunday. Sunday's looking like a nice day. And then you see that big system winding up out in the Midwest there. It's not as strong as it was a few days ago. It's looking considerably weaker than what it was about a week ago. And as you can see, it's really progressing off to the north there for a while. But there's another one that develops a little low. You saw it pop there for a second. There it is. And that may be what drives some temperatures down for us. Now, here, this is on the 21st, Thursday the 21st. We've got warm air and moisture, rain. And notice how this is now blue. These are blue lines here. That means this air temperature is below freezing. Now, on this particular run, it doesn't think that it's going to be below freezing on the ground. That's why this is green. That's telling you that it's rain. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go on through a little bit, and you'll see that as this low winds up, guess what? The color changes to blue. That means what falls will probably be in the form of flakes. Will it be a huge accumulating snow that you can get out and romp and holler and no, I don't know. Probably, a few festive flakes flying. That's about it. But we'll see as it gets closer. Again, this is about 8 days out. And I'm carrying on down through here. And you can see there's more coming in from time to time. It's actually a little warmer, trending a little warmer now than what it was in the last run, but that's okay. And then pretty much we're above freezing there for the next foreseeable future. That's the GFS model. So that next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it has that chance. Let me show you another model. This one is the European model, the ECMF. And again, I'll show you. I'll click through it here. We are on Friday, Saturday, the 16th. And my computer's locking up. Okay, here we go. Saturday, this is Tuesday the 19th, a little bit of rain. And then the next system comes in, and you can see it's got a little bit of cold air to work with. And then here it comes. Now, this one's actually pushing the cold air through before the low gets through. It doesn't think that it's going to be cold enough to produce snow. But again, that's just a model making a guess. And as you can see, as I click on through, no blue really shows up over us on this particular run. So, take that with a grain of salt. Does that mean we are not going to get any snow? I don't know. We'll see. And let me show you one more model. A little bit different one. This one is the CFS model. It's not as detailed, but it still gives us an idea of what's going on. Here's the 19th, 20th, 21st. Here we go. 22nd on Friday. And you can see we're below freezing. The blue lines are over us. And most of the moisture stays to the north. In all honesty, in my personal opinion, that's the way a lot of the snows have done over the last 5 or 10 years. They've stayed off to the north of us, and we would get into the warmer sector. That's climate change for you. We're in just the right position to get that warm, moist air from the Gulf and not get enough cold air to give us the snow. I'm hoping that we will see a little bit of festive flakes out of this, and it is looking much more likely than it was last week at this time. It is definitely looking like we could see a few festive flakes flying toward the end of next week. I will give you another video later next week on this, and we'll talk a little bit more about it. I'll point out a few things of what I see now and what I think is going to happen. And notice I didn't mention the hurricane. There is a good chance for a hurricane to form in the Gulf of Mexico. What it's going to do right now is really up in the air, and really up in the air of whether or not it's going to form, because the storm system has been driven over the islands of the Caribbean and heading toward the Yucatan Peninsula. That may weaken it out completely. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, let me go back over here real quick. And I sure do appreciate you guys for watching. And if you don't mind, if you haven't listened to me on the radio, I am on there on WSKV 104.9 FM every day, giving my forecast. And if you don't mind giving a thumbs up to my video, I would greatly appreciate it. The only thing that does, it doesn't cost you a dime, and the only thing it does is tell YouTube, hey, this guy knows what he's doing. He's getting a lot of thumbs up. And that's all it does. It makes YouTube put my channel out there a little bit more. Lets it get started just a little bit better. The more thumbs up I have, the better the channel does. And that's a good thing. Maybe years down the road, there might be enough subscribers out there for me to actually get paid for the channel. And then hopefully I can do a little better on the weather and have more equipment to work with. But that's okay. That's in the future. I appreciate you guys so much. Love you all very much. Always remember, folks, Jesus loves you, and so do I. Have a great day.